Angle B is also 90. Thus it is proved that angle B is a right angle, right? And hence the result is proved. Let us come to exercise 6.5. It's question number 1, where you are being given sides of the triangle. So the first question is 7 centimeter, 24 and 25. So you are being given 3 numbers. You need to find out whether right angle triangle is possible or not, right? So we will select 2 smaller numbers, 7 and 24. We know that 7 the whole square plus 24 the whole square will be equal to 49 plus 576, and which is equal to 625. Actually 625 is the square of 25. So we can say here 7 square plus 24 the whole square is equal to 25 the whole square. So we can say that it satisfies Pythagoras theorem, and therefore it is a right angle triangle, right? Same way, let us take few more examples. The second one is 3 centimeter, 8 centimeter and 6 centimeter. So let us do it oral. 3 the whole square is 9 and 6 the whole square is 36, right? 9 plus 36, it will be 45, and so it is not equal to the square of 8. Actually it should be 84. If it is 84, if the condition is satisfied, so we can say by converse of Pythagoras theorem it is a Pythagorean triplet. But as 3 square plus 6 square is not equal to 8 square, and so it is not a Pythagorean triplet. It will not form a right angle triangle. Let us take one more. 50, 80 and 100. 50 the whole square is equal to 2500. 80 the whole square is 6400, which is not equal to 10,000, because the third digit is 100, so it should be the square of 100. But here, as it is not equal to 100 the whole square, so this also will not be a right angle triangle. Okay, in this way you can find many more. Let us start with a new question. Triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle of side 2A. So we know that equilateral triangle is having all 3 sides equal. So let us draw triangle ABC. Okay, AB, AC and BC, all 3 are having equal measure, that is 2A. Let us suppose let AD be perpendicular to BC, right? Means AD is an altitude, because we need to find out the length of an altitude. So we will write let AD be an altitude, and if it is an altitude, as it is an equilateral triangle, let me tell you, altitude will work as a median also. That means this foot of the perpendicular D, which is actually foot of perpendicular, will also be the midpoint of line segment BC, right? So as D is the midpoint of BC, so BD will be equal to DC, which will be equal to half of BC. So it will be equal to half of 2A, which will be equal to A. So BC will be divided into A and A. Now you are getting 2 right angle triangles here. Let us compare ADC with ADB. Now let us learn it orally. First of all, AB and AC are equal. First side. These 2 angles, angle ADC and angle ADB, are right angle. As well as BD is equal to DC. Means one right angle, one hypotenuse and one of the side. So by RHS congruence we can say that these 2 triangles are congruent triangles. Let us write that much. Now either you can write directly as AD is an altitude, so here for equilateral triangle it will also be a median. Or if you want, you can draw 2 triangles ADB and ADC, and you can show the correspondence between them as AC and AB are equal. So it is given in the data. AD is the common side for both the triangles, and ADC and ADB are right angle triangles. So by RHS congruence, both the triangles are congruent. Hence by CPCT, we can say that CD will be equal to BD, which is half of BC, that is A. Now you can compare only one triangle. We have triangle ADB, right? We need to find out what is AD. AB is equal to 2A, BD is equal to A. So by Pythagoras theorem we can easily find out what is AD, right? So we know Pythagoras theorem is AD square plus BD square is equal to AB square. So AD square plus A the whole square is equal to 2A the whole square. So AD square will be equal to 4A square minus A square, which is equal to 3A square. And so AD will be equal to root 3 into A, right? So this is the length of the altitude and this is our required answer. Come to our next question. A ladder 10 meter long reaches a window 8 meter above the ground. Find the distance of the foot of the ladder from the base of the wall. So let us imagine that line segment AB represents the wall, right? And AC represents the ladder. Now the length of the ladder is 10 meters, so AC is 10 meter, and the height of the wall where the ladder is touching the wall is 8 meters, so this AB will be 8 meter. The question is to find out this distance, that is BC. It is quite obvious that the wall will be erect to the base, that means it will be straight, right? And so this angle B will be a right angle. So we can write in right angle triangle ABC, where AB is the height of the wall. We have to write whole of the description first, which is 8 meter. AC is the length of the ladder, which is equal to 10 meter, and angle B is equal to 90 degree. So by Pythagoras theorem we can say that AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square, right? AC was 10, so 10 the whole square is equal to AB, that is 8 the whole square plus BC square. So 10 the whole square is 100, 8 the whole square is 64, will be taken on the opposite side, so it will become minus 64 is BC square. And so BC square is equal to 36 and BC will be equal to root 36, which is equal to 6. And so we can say the distance of the foot of the perpendicular from the base of the wall is equal to 6 meter. Now similarly we have one more question. A wire is attached to a vertical pole of height 18 meters. So let AB, now here I am not going to write introduction. AB represents the vertical pole and its height is equal to 18 meter. A wire is attached to it. The length of the wire is equal to 24 meter. So let AC represents that wire and the length of this wire is 24 meter, right? And you have to find out the distance between the base of the pole and also the end of the wire. That means you need to find out what is BC. This will also be done in the same way. You can apply, first you can write the introduction and then you can start within right angle triangle ABC. AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. 18 the whole square plus BC square is equal to 24 the whole square. So BC square will be equal to 576 minus 324. Okay, that is the square of 24 is 576 and 18 the whole square is 324. The subtraction will be 252 and so BC is equal to root of 252, which is equal to 6 root 7 meters. Okay. Now we have our new question. An aeroplane leaves an airport and flies due north. Remember the word, it is traveling in north direction and the speed is 1000 km per hour. At the same time another aeroplane leaves the same airport. It flies due west. The direction is west. See, north will be going upwards and west will be towards the left. And the speed of that aeroplane is 1200 km per hour. How far they will be after 1.5 hours? Okay, so we need to calculate. Their speed is given in per hour, that means in 1 hour, but here we have to calculate for 90 minutes, that is 1.5 hour. Okay, so just let us understand it by a figure. Now you can understand, this is north direction, this is west direction. At present aeroplanes are here at point O, the origin. Now the first aeroplane is traveling towards north, right? And suppose in 1.5 hours it reaches up to point A. same way, the second aeroplane starts with O in the west direction and it reaches at point B right after 1.5 hours. So it is making exactly a right angle triangle. We need to find out what is the distance between them, that is AB. But the question is, what is OA and what is OB? So OA and the OB are the distance traveled by both the aeroplanes, right? So let us take for aeroplane 1, that is number 1, or you can give them name. The speed is equal to 1000 km per 1 hour, right? So therefore in 1.5 hour it will travel 1000 into, we can convert this mixed into simple fraction 3/2, right? 1.5 means 3/2, which is equal to 1500 kilometer. So this OA will be equal to 1500 kilometer. Exactly for aeroplane number 2, the speed was 1200 kilometer per hour, right? So in 1.5 hour it will travel 1200 again into 3/2, which is equal to 1800 kilometers. So this distance OB will be equal to 1800. Now in right angle triangle AOB, where angle O is 90 degree, you can show this as a right angle triangle. OA square plus OB square is equal to AB square. We need to find what is AB square, right? So OA square, which was 1500 the whole square, plus 1800 the whole square, is equal to AB square. So this will be 225 is the square of 15. So we will be getting 324,000 is AB square. So the total AB square is equal to 549,000. AB is equal to root of 549,000. And if we obtain the square root, it will be nearly 300 root 61 kilometer. So this is the distance between both the planes after 1.5 hours. See the next question. Two poles of height 6 meter and 10 meter stand on a plain ground. If the distance between the feet of the poles is 12, so the horizontal distance is 12, the height of the pole is 6 and 11. Find the distance between their top. So first of all, imagine what is given in the question. So we will be drawing first of all an imaginary figure. Suppose this is first pole AB having length 6 meters, right? Second pole is CD. So this is CD having length suppose 11 meter. The distance between their base BC is 12 meter. So it is quite obvious we need to find out AD, that means the distance between their tops. Let us take a perpendicular from A on line segment CD. So let AP be perpendicular to CD. Now it is quite obvious if AP is perpendicular, so this angle APC is right angle, angle B and angle C are also right angle. So that is why this APCB, this quadrilateral will be a rectangle. We know the property of rectangle, opposite sides are equal. So if BC is 12, so AP also will be 12, right? Now let us see PC. PC will be equal to its opposite side AB. AB is 6 meters, so PC also will be 6, and this total was 11, right? Out of 11, if this PC is 6, so DP is left with 11 minus 6, which is 5 meter. And then we get again a right angle triangle like this, APD. Please see, I have drawn only the upper part, APD, in which angle P is a right angle. AP is equal to 12 meter, DP we obtained to be 5 meter. And with the help of Pythagoras theorem, it's a Pythagorean triplet, 5, 12 and 13. So we will get our answer to be 13 meter. But first let us write down the steps. So I have written, let AB and CD represents the two poles of height 6 meter and 11 meter. Mention it properly, AB is 6 and CD is 11. Distance between their bases equal to 12 meter, that is BC. Let AB be perpendicular to CD, so this quadrilateral APCD will form a rectangle. Now as it is a rectangle, the opposite sides will be equal. So AP is equal to BC is equal to 12 and PC will be equal to AB, which is 6. Now as DPC are collinear in the same form, we get DP is equal to DC minus PC, which is 11 minus 6 is 5 meter. Now in right angle triangle APD, which we had drawn previously, so this is your right angle triangle APD, AP square plus DP square is equal to AD. So that's what I have written. 12 the whole square plus 5 the whole square is equal to 169, and so AD will be root 169, that is equal to 13, and hence distance between their top is 13 meter. Now this is a new question. As shown in the figure, PQR is a right angle at point P. So we will draw first of all a right angle triangle where you have angle P to be a right angle. So QR is the hypotenuse. Remember, QR is an hypotenuse. Also from P we are having a point. We have a perpendicular PM, because it's written M is a point on QR such that PM is perpendicular to QR, right? So this M is a foot of perpendicular. We need to prove PM square is equal to QM into RM. Now this we have learnt in more of the theorems also. If you have this kind of figure, so we will get these two triangles will be similar. Let us prove how they are similar, okay? So let us compare triangle RPQ and RMP. So you can see this is RMP and the bigger triangle is RPQ. We have angle R to be common. So angle R is equal to angle R. Angle M will be equal to angle P because both are right angles. And as two angles are equal in measure, so we can use AA criterion. So by AA criterion, triangle RPQ is similar to triangle RMP, which is your result number 1. Okay, exactly in the same way, let us compare triangle PMQ with RPQ. So here angle Q will be considered to be common. If you face any difficulty in understanding, you can again draw such kind of triangle, RPQ and PMQ. You can see here, right? So whether I call it to be angle RQP or MQP, it represents the same angle, right? So that is why angle Q is equal to Q common, and angle M, which was a right angle, and here angle P is a right angle. So by again AA corollary, we can say that triangle PMQ is similar to triangle RPQ. Now you can compare result number 1 and 2, right? So here this triangle RMP and triangle PMQ both are similar to RPQ, right? So we can say by result number 1 and 2, these two triangles also will be similar. So triangle RMP will be similar to triangle PMQ. Now by the definition of similarity, okay, we will use this, we will find out this result, PM square is equal to QM into MR. So we need to find where is PM. So we will get PM by the definition of similarity. We can equate the sides. PM upon MQ is equal to RM upon PM. So we have taken the ratio of the side. By cross multiplication, we will get PM into PM is equal to RM into MQ. Thus, PM square is equal to RM into MQ. This result is proved. Okay, this only we were supposed to prove, and we have proved the given result. It is given as shown in the figure. Triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle right angled at point C. So we have to draw a right angle triangle, and C is a right angle here. So C is the vertex where you form right angle. So AB will be called to be the hypotenuse, right? Also it is an isosceles triangle. So if angle C is right angle, hypotenuse will be the longest side. So AC and BC will be equal, right? So we can write, as it is isosceles, AC is equal to BC, result number 1. And as angle C is 90 degree, so AB will be called to be the hypotenuse. And by Pythagoras theorem, AB square is equal to AC square plus BC square, right? Now it is already, we have already proved AC and BC are equal. So by result number 1, this can be written as AB square is equal to AC square plus AC square. Okay, by result number 1, because we need to prove AB square is 2AC square. So we have replaced BC square by AC square. So AB square is equal to AC square plus AC square, that is 2AC square, and hence the result is proved. Now just the converse of what we have proved earlier. It is given that triangle ABC is isosceles triangle with AC and BC are equal. Also AB square is equal to 2AC square. So AB square is equal to 2AC square, which can be written as AC square plus AC square, right? Now as AC and BC are equal, so one of the AC we can replace by BC. So we will get AB square is equal to AC square plus BC square. Now if this is true, by the converse of Pythagoras theorem, we get angle C is a right angle, right? And if angle C is a right angle, that means triangle ABC in which angle C will be a right angle is proved. Okay, so this only we needed to prove that triangle is a right angle triangle. Now one new result, D and E are the points on CA and CB respectively of triangle ABC, which is right angled at point C. So first we will draw the main figure. We have a triangle ABC in which angle C is a right angle, right? Also we have a point on side CA. So anywhere, wherever you want, you can take point D. It's not given that D is the midpoint of CA. Same way, CB is having one more point, that is E. So I am taking C on CB, this point E. So we will get 4 right angle triangle. First is ACB, second is DCE, third is ACE, and next one will be DCB. Now the same figure I will draw here 4 times so that you can see 4 different triangles having angle C to be right angle. So this is ACB, the main triangle. Second triangle was DCE. Third was ACE, right? And the fourth was D, C and B. Okay, so in all 4 triangles, angle C is right angle. We need to prove this result. AE square plus BD square is equal to AB square plus DE square. I have drawn all these figures to make you understand that AE is the hypotenuse of this triangle. Okay, BD is the hypotenuse of the second triangle. AB is the hypotenuse of this triangle, and DE is the hypotenuse of this triangle. That means we can apply Pythagoras theorem on all the 4 right angle triangles. So let us write. Now these are the 4 results. For the first triangle ACB, I got AB square is equal to AC square plus BC square. Result number 1. Same way for the second triangle DCE, DE square is equal to DC square plus CE square. Same way third triangle ACE, AE square is equal to AC square plus CE square is result number 3. And for the fourth triangle DCB, we got BD square is equal to DC square plus BC square is result number 4. Now we shall add AE square and BD square. So where do we have AE square and BD square? Yes, we will be adding result number 3 and 4, and let us see what do we get. So I have written AE square plus BD square is AC square plus CE square plus DC square plus BD square. Now you can pair up. That means you can write AC square with BC square. So same step I am rearranging and writing AC square plus BC square plus CE square plus DC square. Now I'll show you this AC square plus BC square was actually AB square. And same way this CE square plus DC square was actually DE square. Okay, this was by result number 1 and 2. And hence our result is proved that AE square plus BD square is equal to AB square plus DE square. So this only we needed to prove, and we have proved. Let let us prove one more result. The perpendicular from A on side BC of triangle ABC which intersects BC at point D such that DB is 3 times CD, and we need to prove this result. So first of all, try to understand the figure very clearly. If I am drawing any triangle, suppose this is triangle A, B and C, and I am drawing a perpendicular from A which intersects BC at point D. So we get BD is thrice of CD. So before going further, what we need to prove, let us have this relation only. If CD is X, suppose we are taking CD is X, so BD is equal to 3 times CD, so it will become 3X. And in whole, this BC will become 4X. So let us write that much. So just remember this result. CD is taken to be X. So DB will be 3X and BC will be 4X. Now let us come to the main target. We need to prove this result. Let us see what is there in this. We have AB square, we have AC square and we have BC. So we are bothered only about BC, AB and AC. So you can see it forms a right angle triangle here. First right angle triangle is ADB and the second one is ADC. So we can apply Pythagoras theorem for AB square and AC square as they are the hypotenuse. So let us write that much. So you can see I have used Pythagoras theorem. I got for the first triangle ADB, AB square is equal to AD square plus DB square. Same way for the second triangle ADC, AC square is AD square plus DC square is result number 2. Now subtract the value of result number 2 from 1. So after subtracting 2 from 1, we will be getting AB square minus AC square on the left hand side. Right hand side you see AD square plus DB square minus AD square plus DC square. When we open the bracket, it will become AD square plus DB square minus AD square, and minus into plus will become again minus DC square. So this AD square, one is positive, one is negative, will get cancelled. So the final result will be DB square minus DC square. Now just remember what we had taken the value of DB and DC. DB was 3x and DC was x. Same values we will keep here. In place of DB square, it will become 3x the whole square minus DC, that was x. So as it is DC square, so it will become x the whole square. So 3x the whole square will become 9x square minus x square, which is equal to 8x square. But I want to get, in my proving result, I want only BC. I don't want that x. So first I will find out what is BC in terms of x. So as BC was 4x, right? So I can write x is equal to BC divided by 4, right? This is the value of x in terms of BC. So we will keep this value of x here. So we will be getting 8 into BC upon 4 the whole square, which is 8 into BC square upon 4 square, which will be 16. Now we can cancel this, 8 2s are 16. So we got AB square minus AC square. This was the main question, right? So AC square minus AB square minus AC square is BC square by 2. As this 2 is in division, can go in multiplication on the opposite side. So we will get 2 into AB square minus AC square is equal to BC square. Further, when we open the bracket, we will be getting 2AB square minus 2AC square is equal to BC square, and hence 2AB square is equal to 2AC square plus BC square, and hence the required result is proved. Let us prove one more result. In an equilateral triangle ABC, D is a point on side BC such that BD is 1/3 of BC. So suppose we are drawing an equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle means having all three sides equal. So we will have, suppose AB, AC and BC equal to X, right? D is a point somewhere here because BD is 1/3 of BC. So I have drawn AD, right? Now we need to prove 9 times AD square is equal to 7 times AB square. Let us draw an altitude for that. If we draw, let AE be perpendicular to BC. So obviously, because it is an altitude of equilateral triangle, it will work as median 2. So you will get E as a midpoint of BC, and so B to E, the distance will be x upon 2. Let us write that much. So I have written the same thing. Let us take all three sides equal to x. As we have drawn perpendicular, so E will be the midpoint. So BE is equal to half of BC, that is x upon 2. Same relation we can derive for BD. As it is given in the question, BD is 1/3 of BC. Now we know BC is x, so we can say BD is x upon 3, right? So we got the value of BE as well as BD in terms of x. Now we need to find out DE, right? Because we need to prove the result in which we have the hypotenuse AD square. You can see the triangle once again. If I talk about triangle AED, it's a right angle triangle, E is a right angle, and AD will be the hypotenuse. So it is necessary to find what is DE. So you can see B dash D dash E. That means B, D, E are collinear, and DE can be obtained. DE can be obtained by subtracting BD from BE. So I have written BE minus BD is DE. Now what was our BE was x by 2, right? Minus BD, that is x upon 3. When we take LCM, it will be 3x minus 2x by 6. And so the answer is x upon 6. This is your DE. So DE is equal to x upon 6. So we got the value x upon 6 here. Okay. So now AE, which was an altitude. We know that an altitude for an equilateral triangle AE will be equal to root 3 upon 2 into the measurement of the side, as the side of the triangle was x. So we got AE to be root 3 by 2 into x. So we got the value of AE as well as DE, right? These two things are presented here, root 3x by 2 and this is x by 6. So we can find out the hypotenuse AD by using Pythagoras theorem. You can see I have written about triangle AED. AD square is equal to AE square plus DE square. Okay. Now putting the values here, we have earlier found DE is x by 6, so x upon 6 the whole square, and AE is root 3 by 2 into x, so root 3 by 2 x the whole square, right? After squaring them and after taking LCM, we will be getting 28x square by 36. Now this, the common factor is 4 into 7 and 4 into 9, right? So we got AD square is equal to 7 by 9 x square. Now again, if we see the result, what we needed to prove, it was 9 AD square is 7 AB square. Means we require AB. And AB was actually equal to x. So in place of x here, I can replace it by AB. So this result can be rewritten as AD square is equal to 7 upon 9 AB square. Okay. And by cross multiplication, we will be getting 9 AD square is equal to 7 AB square. And hence the result is proved.